YouTube and Snapchat and fuckers. Shake your tits and swing your dicks. You've made it to another Friday, and as your reward, you get to enjoy another episode of your favorite internet sensation with libation. That's right, you landed on the Friday wrap-up. And before we get today's show kicked off, I want to tip my hat to today's libation. Well, you know, it's that time of year again. You know, kids are trick-or-treating, jack-o'-lanterns are lit, all the spooky shit's running around. It's pumpkin season. It's Halloween, kids. And, you know, everybody at Halloween gets obsessed with pumpkin beer. Now, I've said it before. I'm a little over it, but every so often, yeah, I mean, I get in the mood for it. I'll eat you for a little pumpkin beer. And there's two in particular that I really like. My favorite one is Sarnac, okay, which comes out of upstate New York. But I have another alternative when I can't find that, and that's this, the Shipyard Pumpkinhead. Good stuff this is. Just take a look at that nice golden amber color. Huh? Nice. It's got that little pumpkin spice aroma. Azalu to drink up and be somebody. It's good. You know what? You know what I like that? It's not very pumpkin-y. It's more cinnamony. It has more of a cinnamon flavor to it. And I like that. Now, I'm not a fan of pumpkin, and these beers are brewed with pumpkin. So I'm going to give you a little word of caution this weekend when you're out celebrating Halloween parties and you're imbibing and there's some pumpkin beer. Enjoy like one or two. But take it easy with this shit, because like I said, it's all brewed with pumpkin. Pumpkin has a lot of fiber in it, and when you consume a lot of fiber, your ass looks like an exploding jack-o'-lantern. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, do what you want, but if you want to shit your costume, knock yourself out. Anyway, as I said, Halloween is coming up, and you know, Halloween's usually my favorite holiday, okay? I usually go all out, I decorate the house, I go all fucking crazy. And I don't know, I'm not very excited about it this year for, you know, fucking obvious reasons. You know, all I wanted to do this year was just go to a fucking haunted house or two. You know, and there's two actually in particular that I like. They're out east. Dark Side is one of them in Wading River. And then there's the Gateway Playhouse in Bayport, with Bayport Playhouse. That one's a pretty good one too. The one in Wading River, right, really blows them all away. But that's all I wanted to do this year. Was just go to a fucking haunted house, and I didn't get around to doing it. So anyway, I can't remember the last time I actually went to one of those fucking things. I want to say it was 2018. It might even be before that. I don't even know. But so maybe next year. Who knows? I know you're probably wondering, wait a minute, am my eyes deceiving me? Don't adjust your dials. That's right, I'm wearing my Philly swag today. Now, I didn't just run out and buy this shit, okay? This is a vintage Phillies hat. This is my Star Wars Phillies hat with Boba Fett on it. I've had this thing for quite a number of years from my old Philly days. I used to go to a lot of Philly games. I worked for a company that had season tickets to it. It's actually, and I've said this before, Citizens Bank Park is probably one of my favorite, if not my absolute favorite, ballpark. Even more so than the new Yankee Stadium. The new Yankee Stadium bites balls. So that's one of the reasons why the Phillies are my backup team. And we'll talk about a few other reasons later on in the show during the sports segment. But yeah, so I figured I'd rock my Philly swag today to show my support for the fighting Phils. You know, like I said, Halloween. You know something? The other day, I was walking at the Dunkin' Donuts, and I see just a random person there with a mask, and I just had this uncontrollable urge to just punch this fucking person in the face. I mean, randomly, sometimes you'll still see people wandering around in fucking masks. Why? And I know I've harped on it so many times, and nobody's listening. Okay? Do you know how fucking stupid you look? Seriously. You people who just wear masks, they do nothing but make people want to headbutt you in the fucking teeth. I'm at one of my joints that I hang out at last weekend, and all of a sudden the owner just decides to start wearing a fucking mask again. Now, I get it, he's an older guy, but for months he's wandering around with no mask. Now he put one on, he's taking it off, he's putting it on. What the fuck are you doing? What is this, your Halloween costume? Okay, what are you doing? Stop with the masks. if they were effective, nobody would have needed a vaccine. No one would have needed, COVID antibiotics. I mean, nobody would have gotten COVID, okay? So even the CDC admitted they had no fucking idea what they were doing. Not COVID misinformation. Check the fucking news, you retards. Anyhow, I got a good suggestion for you kids for a Halloween costume. Take a look at this. Huh? Now that's a fucking Halloween. You got last minute costume? Just put a fucking mask on. Tell people you're fucking retarded. Okay, you fucking momos. Jeez, mask momos. That's what they are. Mask momos. Well, it's all things Halloween today. So I was watching Channel 12 the other morning, and they were saying about they were talking about this new restaurant that opened up in Farmingdale. It's called Halloween Haunted Hamburgers or something like that. It's a Halloween themed burger restaurant, and it's right on Fulton Avenue in Farmingdale. I drove past it the other day too, just because I was curious. Because here's what happened. I was looking because I was like, oh, I like. Listen, there's three things I fucking love, right? Haunted houses, hamburgers, and Halloween. So I'm thinking this should be in my wheelhouse, right? Wrong. Here's my thing with this. I hate themed restaurants because the people who open up themed restaurants, have never been in the fucking restaurant business. They got high one night. They had a good idea. And this is going to be a great restaurant. And they put so much time and effort into the decorations and the theme and this that they forget about the fucking food. So I'm looking at the menu of this place, and I got to tell you, I really wasn't overly impressed. They just took like random things and just gave them like a Halloween name. But now, mind you, this is a burger restaurant, right? The first fucking thing on the menu should be burgers, you would think. No, not a burger to be found. I gotta get to the last page of the fucking menu before I find burgers, and it's mostly build your own shit. This is clearly somebody who never has been in the restaurant business before. Just like, oh, I like Halloween and burgers. Let's make a burger. It's gonna be great. Yeah. First of all, they opened up. The opening day was the 25th. A little better late than never. If they'd have opened this fucking thing up in like mid-September and ran it up until Halloween, they'd do pretty good. But you see, me, especially who loves Halloween, this is going to get old. Okay? Yeah, I mean, it'll be fun for like the remainder of Halloween, maybe the first half of November. Now what? What, are you going to put turkeys next to the ghosts in fucking November? Are you going to dress Frankenstein up like Santa Claus? Like, what? This is stupid. This place is, it's a shame. Because it looks like they put a shit ton of money into the joint, just from a decor perspective. Looks like they converted an old Friendly's, to be honest with you. And this place is probably going to close in about 7-8 months. You know, I'm not even going to bother fucking trying it. But, yeah, that's that. Moving on. Has anybody seen these fucking Jersey Mike commercials lately? There's all these goddamn sandwich joints, and personally, they don't do nothing for me. I've eaten at a Jersey Mike's in Jersey, and I wasn't impressed, to be honest. But now they have these commercials with fucking Danny DeVito. Can someone tell me what happened to Danny DeVito? He looks crazy. Like he's like a weird little fat man, and he ever since he did that, like, Always Sunny in Philadelphia show, he hasn't been right. Like, there's something not firing upstairs. He's got these big fucking glasses on, his hair's all crazy. He's like a weird little creepy man. Speaking of weird little creepy men, character actor Leslie Jordan, who was 67 years old, died the other day. Now, he was in Will and Grace. He played like one of like the... He was an older gay man, very sure. He used to talk like this. He was from the South, and he was just very flamboyant. Matter of fact, the last time I saw this guy in something, it was a short-lived TV show with Vicki Lawrence and Tim Conway, and they all played residents of like a retirement community, and he was like this in Florida, and he was this gay old man, and it was pretty fucking funny. But he's been in a lot of shit, so. He's like a gay Patton Oswalt, okay? Which is more tolerable than Patton Oswalt. Patton Oswalt, they should hit him with a fucking truck. But anyway, this little man died. he crashed into a building in Hollywood, California. They said he suffered some kind of medical procedure. I mean, he might have been choking on a fucking dildo. I don't know. And he just, boom. It's a shame he died, but, you know, I always mention the celebrities that I like on the show when they croak. So there you go. Leslie Jordan, hope you make it to that big West Village in the sky. Well, anyway, kids, we got a hell of a show. Baseball, Hochul, and butt babies. How about that, huh? All right, the local hoedown. So, Governor Kathy Hochul finally acquiesced to having a debate with gubernatorial Republican candidate, former Congressman Lee Zeldin. Zeldin was goading her into a fucking debate for the longest time. So now that we're getting close to the midterm, she finally acquiesced. But she insisted that it wouldn't be televised on regular TV, that you could only stream it like on CNN or something like that, because she knew they would cut out all the parts that made her look like a fucking dumb son of a bitch futz, okay? And, you know, so I didn't watch it, but I didn't need to watch it, because Zeldin could have done this whole thing with a fucking hand puppet and still made her look like a fucking retard. First of all, she is not an elected official. She was appointed. The only reason why she became governor is because the guy that they elected couldn't stop touching people, okay? This bitch makes Cuomo look like a fucking breath of fresh air, like a doctor, okay? She's a complete disaster. I really, first of all, in all the polls, Zeldin's ahead. So if he doesn't win, you know there's a fucking fix in the works. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure you can catch it online. I saw some clips, and Kathy Hochul's just a fucking stuttering idiot. She makes female politicians look terrible. Okay, if this is the best you got, stay in the fucking kitchen. I don't mean to sound sexist for all you people. Oh my God, he's big. There's better female candidates out there. I've seen them. This is not one of them. She's a dumb son of a bitch. All right, kids, on another Biden blunder. Well, Joe Biden just never seems to stop entertaining us, right? He's just, you know, words can't even begin to describe him. So he's in the middle of an interview with MSNBC, and they asked him if he planned on running for president again. And as they're asking him, he fucking fell asleep. He nodded off in the middle of the interview. Go Google it. It's fucking hilarious. I watched it 3 or 4 fucking times. I couldn't stop laughing. And now, a word from our favorite president, number 45.
I will be the greatest president that God ever created.
Right? And he was. Okay? So, there you go, kids. Get your tickets out. About to hop onto that maniacal, magical express into mayhem and fuckery. The crazy train's about to leave the station. All aboard! Woo-hoo! First stop, New York. Long Island. Shirley, to be exact, out in Suffolk County. Now, I'm watching the news the other day. And they had I think it was, oh God, I think it was like 347 or something out east. It was shut down because there was a horrific car accident. This woman was trying to make a U-turn as these 2 idiots in a fucking convertible was speeding down 347. They were really on it in an Audi. They hit the woman, and it launched one of the guys out of the it was right in front of a funeral parlor. So this is what got me. Not the fact that somebody died, but the fact that he fucking got ejected out of his car and died right in front of a funeral parlor. So there was a lady coming out of the funeral parlor, actually no, she was pulling into the funeral parlor, and this guy landed on her hood. Can you imagine how traumatizing that is? You're going to see somebody who's dead, and another dead person falls out of the sky. I know, I'm a little sick in the head. I don't mean to laugh, but I was gonna say, if you're gonna fucking die, that's the best part. You drop dead right in front of a funeral parlor. Just call up like 7 or 8 of your friends, drag the guy in, just prop him up. You have a quick funeral. You should probably get even a fucking discount for that, because they don't have to go pick him up from the coroner's office. Okay? They charge you for every little fucking thing. Mine, So, anyway. Next up, Tennessee. Noah Cyrus, Miley Cyrus's hotter sister, I think it's her little sister, has joined the Free the Nipple movement. She's been freeing her nipples all over Instagram. This is Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter, by the way. You know, Hakey Breaky Heart. You know, when you look at these two kids, I just can't help but wonder. Maybe I'm showing my age, but where the fuck did their parents go wrong? I mean, seriously. Billy Ray and his wife must have been terrible fucking parents. Their kids are both fucking stood out. They're both fucked up looking. They're out of their fucking mind. Their tits are all over the fucking world. Okay? They're both fucking disasters. Listen, if my daughter came to me and told me, hey, Daddy, I'm going to free my nipples, I would free her fucking teeth from her head. Okay? How the hell are you a father? You got your daughter's tits are everywhere. What the fuck? And they're like, we support our children. Support our children? You'd never see that kid again. She'd be locked away somewhere in a fucking tower. Okay? Jesus fucking Christ. All right, next stop, Los Angeles. Well, we all know about the Jennifer Lopez-Ben Affleck marriage. Well, it looks like the marriage was on the rocks. That was quick. I told you the problem with J-Lo's relationships is J-Lo. She's a fucking disaster, this broad. Okay, yeah, she's hot. I get it. She can make a priest kick in a stained glass window. Fucking smoke show, okay? But those Puerto Ricans from the Bronx, they're local. Okay, loca. Excuse me. Let me conjugate the right verb. Anyway, so she threw him out. They were only married for like a couple of weeks. They bought a place together. So she threw him out. Apparently she has a problem with his smoking and his messiness. And she got rid of all of his motorcycles. First of all, if that were me, this broad would have magically vanished in the middle. Not even divorced. I would have fucking killed her. Okay? She got rid of them. She said, well, they're not safe. So you've been with this man for a long time, right? So she doesn't like his smoking. She doesn't like the fact that he's messy and the fact that he rides a motorcycle. So this created a problem. And this fucking cuck, okay, because he didn't say anything about the motorcycles. He said he'll cut down on the smoke and he'll try to be neat. First, fuck that. You got staff. Okay, you got butlers and maids and all kinds of shit. They're gonna pick up it. It's not like Jennifer Lopez is walking around picking up his fucking poo-poo undies. Okay, they have staff for this. That's what they get paid for. Give them. She's probably just helping them out, giving them something to do. They're bored. Okay, this woman's a fucking crazy ass diva. I would have divorced her like that. Touch one fucking handlebar on my bikes, God. Sick. If you know the guy does all of this shit, what the fuck did you marry him for? To make him miserable later? That's how some of these women are. I'm not gonna lie to you. Okay, some of these broads, there's something wrong. So everybody blamed A-Rod. Okay, it wasn't A-Rod. It was her. I'm telling you. Because you look at him, he looks like he could give a shit less. You know, I mean, I personally, I think maybe she's doing all this, to try to entice me back. Listen, Jen, I'm talking to you. The A-Rod thing didn't upset me. The Ben Affleck thing didn't. It's over. Okay, it's over, honey. It was like two ships passing in the night. You blew your shot. It's gone. It's done. It's over. Move on. Forget about it. Enjoy your marriage with this guy. Stop breaking his fucking balls. All the best. Okay? There you go. From me to you. All right, next stop. Iran. Okay, yep, we're going straight into the Middle East. Fucking crazy trains like a bat out of hell. Well, the world's dirtiest man, this is the thing, who's 94 years old. So this guy's 94 years old, and he was like a hermit. And he refused to shower for like well over 60 years. I mean, he was like encrusted. Take a look. He was encrusted with dirt, right? He was afraid he would eat roadkill. He'd smoke fucking animal shit in a pipe. Like, fucking mental. And he lived to 94, mind you. But he refused to bathe. He was afraid. He had some weird superstition that it would kill him. And he must have stunk from fucking here to high heaven. And the villagers in his village finally convinced him to take a shower and bathe. And he died shortly thereafter, so I guess he was right. I think the only thing that was holding him together was the fucking dirt. All right, kids, your sports update. I have to calm myself down for this because after last Sunday, I wanted to fucking kill somebody. Let's talk about the fucking Yankees for a second, okay? What the fuck happened with this guy? First of all, okay, I said it last week. They had to win 3 in a row in the Bronx to at least to even be like, a contender at this point. They got fucking swept. They got swept in the ALCS. Swept. They didn't win one fucking, just boom, swept. Okay? Fucking goddamn it. I've never seen an implosion like this before. And you would think, oh, God, Jesus Christ, fucking heads are gonna roll. No. Okay, so let's I gotta back the track. So to inspire the Yankees to come back from a deficit, there was only one team that came back from a 3-game deficit, whatever the hell it was, to sweep in the ALCS, and that was 2004. Was the Boston Red Sox. Okay, the fucking Yankees had won like the first 3 games, and the Red Sox came back and fucking swept them in the last 4. And that was like a freak thing. So it was the only team to do that. Okay? And so I don't know. So Boone and his fucking crew of retards decides to inspire the Yankees by showing them video of that game. Of those games where the Red Sox came back and swept the Yankees. So he fucked them up in the head before they even hit the field Sunday. What psychopath fucking does that? Okay, so that's first of all. So they were all fucking spustad in the fucking head. And then they just again, Boone has no idea what he's doing. You could take a 600 horsepower engine and put it in the best fucking muscle car in the world. It could be the fastest goddamn things on 4 wheels. But if you don't know how to drive, you're not winning the fucking race. Okay? That's a Tommyism. Write that one down. That's Boone. He doesn't know how to drive the fucking race car. Okay? He doesn't know how to manage his fucking hitting lineup. He doesn't know how to manage his starting rotation. He don't know how to fucking use the bullpen. He might as well sit there and fist himself in the fucking ass. This son of a bitch is a complete and total disaster. Okay? And Cashman, another fucking jerk off. First of all, Cashman could have traded for Bryce Harper, who's like the fucking shining star in Philadelphia. We could have had him. So we have his bat, Rizzo, Bateman, and Judge. Would have been fucking lights out, right? No, Cashman is off on goal, passes on him. Instead of fucking locking Judge into a contract in the beginning of the year and acquiescing to some of his requests, he gives him a bullshit fucking contract that he knows the kid's going to turn down, thinking he's going to fall on his fucking dick at the end of the year and he can get him cheaper. Now, it turns out he would have had him on sale in the beginning because once this kid becomes a free agent, he's going to be expensive. You could tell me, you could say he wants to be in pinstripes all you want. It always comes down to money with these guys. Money and longevity. And you know something? Fuck it. I don't blame him. Okay? They're not going to bring him back next year. I can tell you that right now. So if you got any hopes of the Yankees bringing fucking Aaron Judge back next year, kiss you goodbye. Ain't going to happen. I hope the fucking hell I'm right, but they're not. This kid's captain material. They should have offered him the fucking captaincy right in the beginning of the season. No. So he says, yeah, fuck you. I'm going to bet on me then. And kid's probably a smart fucking better because I'm going to take this kid to fucking AC. So now he's going to come out probably one of the most sought-after prospects in the free agent market. And you know who's going to end up grabbing him? L.A. Because he's got a better shot of going to the show with the Dodgers than he does with the fucking Yankees. You know why? Because the Yankees still have fucking Boone as a manager. So that brings me to my next point. You would think Steinbrenner would be fucking cutting loose Cashman Or at the very least, Aaron Boone. Boone is a disaster, okay? Because of Cashman and Boone, they fucked this whole season up. Rather than play the guys that they should have, Cashman insists they play the fucking bullshit trades that he made, and they were a fucking disaster. So, there's that, okay? Hal Steinbrenner has got to be the dumbest fucking cocksucker I've ever seen in my life. He said in a press conference yesterday he has no plans in dismissing Boone or Cashman. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy cannot. He can get right to the point of fucking and then blow his load all over his fucking leg. This is the kind of guy Boone is. He can't bring you. He can't fucking manage. Okay, he's never managed a ball club before. He can't manage. Anytime we've even gotten close to the postseason, this guy fucks it up. Okay, yeah, I blame him. Him and Cashman. If the old man was still in charge, he would have fired everybody. Everyone. Their heads would have rolled. Hal Steinbrenner is not his father. His father was a baseball man. His father would win at any fucking cost. You couldn't tell George Steinbrenner, well, you can't win them all, because he'd fire you on the spot. Because his answer was, why the fuck not? And that's the kind of guy that Hal Steinbrenner should be, and he's not. He's a pencil pusher. He's like, well, I have responsibility to, financial partners and banks and blah, blah. George Steinbrenner never gave a fuck about that, but George Steinbrenner always took that team into the goddamn stratosphere, and his son is a fucking asshole. His son should be fired. Okay, I think the daughter should be running the whole team because the daughter is smarter than the two fucking sons put together. Okay? Because she looks like she'd be a fucking savage and fire everybody too, just like her father would. I don't even want to be a fucking Yankee fan. Matter of fact, Donnie Baseball is available. He cut ties with the fucking Marlins after Jeter left because he was only there because of Jeter. He is available. He's one of the best fucking managers in the league. And Donnie Baseball would be a fucking king in New York. And you know what? They're going to keep this fucking baboon for the next couple of years. Son of a mother... Oh, I hate him. I don't even want to see I don't even see pinstripes for the rest of the fucking year. That's how aggravated I am. And I love the fucking Yankees. This is irresponsible to the fans. The fans should be able to sue the team for fucking mismanagement. We spend the fucking money. We buy the shit. We go to the games. We do all this shit. And for what? For what? Who got? Fucking manage better, son of a bitches. Now, let's talk about the Phils, huh? Holy fucking shit. The Phillies were just insane. They destroyed the fucking Padres. These son of a bitches are hungry. They're scrappy. I don't give a fuck how good Houston is. See, you know what? When Houston won the game on Sunday, the only thing that kept me sane was knowing that all those fans that are in Yankee Stadium are all going to get mugged on the fucking subway going back to Manhattan. Swear to God. I says that half of these fucking guys, they're going to get shot and mugged, have shit thrown at them. They're not going to make it back to New York. So... That made me smile. You know what makes me smile even more? The ones that didn't get assaulted in the New York City subway systems are going to get fucking killed in Philadelphia. Those people in Philly are fucking psychotic. They're savages. They're animals. Okay, they're animals. Yeah, you cannot go into Philadelphia wearing a Houston's jersey. They will beat the ever-loving fucking shit out of every single one of those goddamn fans, and then they'll shove Altuve up somebody's ass. That's what makes me smile, okay? I am so excited about this World Series that you can't even believe it, okay? Can't even believe it. Speaking of which, Phillies play those cocksuckers Astros tonight at 8:05. So, get yourselves ready, kids. Go get yourselves a cheesesteak, sit down, and get ready to see some real fucking baseball being played. The Yankees could take a fucking lesson from the Phillies. Okay, yeah, that's right, I said it. Anyhow, next, the NFL. How about those fucking Giants, huh? Holy shit, 6-1. 6-1! And you know something? Here's what I love about Dable. Okay? Yeah, they won on Sunday. I mean, it was a nice, they had a nice fucking lead. And Dable's all excited, but, he gives a press conference like, oh, you're happy, coach? He's like, no, I'm never fucking happy. Because honestly, we should have won by more. And he was right, because they made some stupid mistakes. There was a couple of turnovers. There were some dumbass plays. He says, we shouldn't have been in that position to have to come back and win. We should have been dominating the entire game, and that's what we have to work on. And this is what I love this fucking guy for. He will not roll back on his heels. He goes, good job, you still suck, play better. That's why the Giants are fucking 6-1 right now. I couldn't be happier about them. All right? I love this fat little ball of fury. And the fucking Jets even. Even the Jets, 5-2. I watched that Jet game on Sunday right after the Giant game, and I'm like, wow, this is a good fucking game. It just sounded like Christopher Walken right there. But it was a good fucking game. I was psyched. Saints and Raiders Sunday at 1. Let's see, Jets and Pats Sunday at 1. Giants play the Seahawks Sunday at 4:25, and Bills and Packers Sunday at 8:20. So you got football all day long. That nice. NHL Rangers play the Stars Saturday at 2:00. Okay, Islanders and Hurricanes tonight at 7, and then they play the Avalanche Saturday at 7:30. NBA, Nets and Pacers Saturday at 7:30. Knicks and Bucks tonight at 8. And Saturday they play the Cavaliers at 6 o'clock. Bulls play the Spurs tonight at 8:30. And then they play the Sixers Saturday at 8. Okay. On what the fuck is that? We're going to talk about a butt baby. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. Is that like a really big shit? No, that's what I thought it was. Apparently, and this is a thing I saw it on the internet. I couldn't fucking believe what I was seeing. Holy shit, the world has gone crazy. Apparently, a butt baby is a 3-pound latex baby. It's an ass dildo. It's an ass dildo that's shaped like a baby. It comes in 3 colors. Okay, white, brown, and like dark brown. Hold on a second. So, this is specifically for transgender women that want to experience the miracle of childbirth. So, for those of you that are keeping score, a man that transitions into a woman, because men can't have babies, contrary to what they tell you on CNN, okay? So they transition into being a woman, and they want to experience the miracle of childbirth. So some fucking psycho came up with this. It's a fucking dildo. You shove it up your ass. First of all, this thing's the size of a football. An asshole is only that big. So there's a lot of prep work involved. You gotta stretch that fucking thing big enough to shove this thing. Now, I'm not an expert in you know, childbirthing. I don't have any biologicals. I've never delivered a baby. I'm not a woman. I don't identify as one clearly, but I'm pretty sure that having a baby and taking a shit are two completely different fucking things, okay? I mean, it's not the same. First of all, they're coming out of 2 different holes. That's one thing, okay? You're creating life. You're carrying this thing around inside of you for 9 months. It's kicking, it's pushing, it's doing all kinds of things, making you want pickles with ice cream. Shoving something up your ass is not the same fucking thing. If having a baby and taking an aggressive shit were the same thing, then I have twins every fucking morning. Okay? There, I said it. Okay? First of all, I'm trying to figure out, how does this work? You lube this, first of all, after about 6 weeks of stretching your asshole out, you lube this thing up and you shove it up your ass. And then what? You put it in your stirrup, so you catch, you fire out a fucking ass rocket. First of all, that baby's going to come, I don't care what color you ordered it from, it's all going to come out the same fucking color. Okay? You're going to shoot that kid out, and it's going to be followed by a fucking 8-foot river of shit. That's not childbirth. That's taking an aggressive shit. Listen, you could do pretty much the same, have the same experience without all of this. Very simple. You go to Taco Bell. You get a couple of those like Supreme burritos. You eat them. Then you take, you take like, you know, that magnesium sulfate, that liquid laxative that they give you when you have to take a colonoscopy. Drink 2 bottles of those and try to hold your ass closed and hold it in for as long as you can. Eventually, your water's going to break. You're going to explode and shit everywhere. And you don't have to shove anything up your ass. I couldn't fucking believe this when I saw it. What is happening in the... You know what? These people need Jesus. and this is coming from me, who's not fucking religious. I mean, I told you the other day I was in church at my own mother's funeral and wondering what the married couple play the organ and sing what their cum faces were like. Okay, this is the kind of first of all, I don't even get that. How does a married couple decide that they want to spend this is their job? Who wants to play the piano for God and the other one wants to sing about Jesus? How does that even come up? Like, hey, babe, listen, I think maybe we should go to church. You sing, I'll play the organ, and then afterwards I'll bang you out in the back of the sacristy. This is coming from me, saying that these fucking savages need Jesus. That's right, I said savages. Listen, I got no problem with gay people. Okay, I may make fun and poke fun and tease, but I tease everybody, so that doesn't mean nothing. I got no problem with gay people. Some of my closest relatives, closest friends, some of the people that I love the most in the world are gay. It's fine. Okay? I have some good friends that are lesbians. One of my closest friends thought she was one, and then like my friend's brother, who's like my own brother, he's gay, and it's fine. I don't have a problem with the gay community at all whatsoever. I don't. Even though I break balls, I don't. But this is just fucking crazy. This doesn't even make sense. I don't understand. Okay, if you want to wear a dress, wear a dress. Now you want to fucking shove a rubber baby up your ass? What the fuck is happening in the world? Holy shit, we're all going. You can't even make this shit up. My God. I mean, you can probably buy this shit on Amazon, too. I didn't even want to look. All right, kids on Right or Racist. We're gonna clear up some misconceptions of the world here. So, the Daily Mail reported that the average penis size for Africans is a whopping 9.5-inch meat sword. Well, that's racist. See, it's not really that big at all. The Daily Mail reported that the largest average size black cock, basically, is about 7 inches, which is the average size of a white cock. So lay off the big black cock porn, okay, kids? Okay? All you girls that are running around there, oh my God, that's going to rip me apart. Nah, it's a fucking... Only NBA players have dicks that big. All right, kids, your PSA. You have all these people that, I love when people come up to me, I'm doing a drinking reset, like, sober October, no fun November. Fucking stop it, okay, you dumbass. People that, I'm not going to drink for like a month. What is that going to do? You're going to drink fucking twice as much the following month. You're going to be walking around fiending, you fucking alky. I wouldn't do that to myself. Why would I torment myself like that? Okay? Drinking, mocking people, this show, and riding a motorcycle, the only fucking things that I have in life that give me any kind of enjoyment. So why would I deprive myself of that? Okay? Oh, and bacon. And a good pizza from time to time. But that's it. Right? I don't understand these people that want to do this to themselves. Why? Why would you do that? Okay? Fucking stop. Listen, remember something. Quitters are wimps. Do you want to be a wimp? You want to be a Democrat? You want to be a liberal? Stop it. Have a drink. Be somebody. That's been your Friday wrap-up, kids. So stay COVID-less, no mask, don't ask haters, and kiss my ass. And remember, who loves you, babe? It's been your Friday wrap-up, and I'll see you when I see you.